Still clear, Mike. So I got one guy stood here, but I'll keep an eye on him.
Mike, Kilo Tango, Mike, I'm going to locate spot for you.
You're fine. Alright, here we go. One light out the green, 3 green. Still car, Pete, right trim. Wind is calm.
Pit traffic, fuel truck crossing 16 from Alpha 3 to Bravo 3.
Alright, here we go.
Traffic extra 71 Papa Bravo. Turn left base 1.
Stabilize landing light. Stabilize landing light, that's the other thing. And what's the wind going to do as we pick up?
I see. Gonna push a little bit to the right.
Maybe, yeah, it's so light, we'll see. Light and variable.
And fuel truck clear at Bravo 3. Be on traffic, Mooney 6831 Victor, returning left crosswind and departing to the east. Down to traffic extra 71 Papa Bravo, short funnel 1.
All movements, all movements.
Alright. How's your side look?
My side looks good.
Alright, it's good here. Center right, looks good.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
Watch out for this guy where he's going to be coming off.
Yeah.
Hold up here just for a second before we commit to that turn. But I got a feeling he might be coming this way. Oh, good.
Clear left.
Great.
The traffic extra 71 Papa Bravo is clear 16 then.
Feeling good, feeling good.
This is a nice walking pace hover.
Might have a little bit of wind pushing us a little bit, but that's alright.
Yeah, look at this smoke on this guy's, as he's working. It's a little bit being blown off to the side, but really not much going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of shifting around a little bit. I was watching it, some little dust storms generated behind it. So every time we see a cross, it's an intersection, so make sure we look both ways before we come into this.
Right, clear, center clear, left clear.
Good.
Alright, now before I cross that, I need to give a call.
Yes.
Stuff. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, let me square up here so I can see.
Good.
Come on, out the green, 3 green, field car ready.
Okay, don't go any closer than that. Remember your disc is also part of the aircraft.
That's right.
Basics clear on this side, final looks clear, run-up area looks clear.
Okay, center, right, okay.
Hold up, there's going to be a response to that call.
Alright, binary turret, helicopter 2 Lima Echo is going to be taking off for runway 16 for a southwest departure, binary traffic. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Don't forget to throw in your alpha intersection next time so they know where you're taking off from.
Okay, alright.
Bend Unicom, extra 71 Papa Bravo. Papa Bravo, this is helicopter 3040 Kilo. We hear you loud and clear. Thanks.
Your side still clear?
How do you read 71 Papa Bravo?
Center, right.
Papa Bravo.
Yeah, we're looking for some 100 low lift, please.
Okay.
He's at Epic doing a jet order, so it's going to be a minute, and I'll send him your way.
Roger that, thank you.
There you go, kind of final check on that windsock, giving you nothing at all, so.
Alright, 1 light out the green, 3 green, fuel, car beat not needed. Alright, I'm going to make my call and we'll depart.
You've already made a call, so you can just keep going.
Okay, alright, here we go.
A little bit of left pedal, keep us trim with the direction, a little bit more. There you go. Pushing through it, nice. Don't let us get too close to the runway, just that's it, brilliant. Clear as you come up.
Yep. Alright.
Try and stay center line, don't let us be pushed around.
That's right, this is my helicopter.
That's right. You're in charge of this helicopter, right?
That's right. Alright, max continuous, 55, pull up 60, and we're making a right turn from southwest.
Hold up a little bit more altitude.
Okay, a little
Give
more.
yourself about 300 feet just in case, yeah, an engine failure, you've just got a little bit more to work with. And
okay. Alright, wait till we get 30 again. Alright, clear.
Alright. Let's head out to past Pilot Butte. We'll pick up the river and follow the river down to Sun River, okay?
Perfect.
And we'll talk about some emergency procedures on the way.
Oh, great, Harry. So we had, see, warning lights out, top screen, 30 unit fuel garbage. Nobody's on final, center right. So we had a couple guys on our class studied yesterday.
You had a what, sorry?
We studied yesterday, had a group study yesterday, which was good. But we just went over the private pilot study and the FAR, so
Good.
we're getting kind of solid. We have a test coming out, so.
All right, well, I've got ground with you today. We were going to go over regulations.
Yep.
And I have like a little question, a little bit of homework, just a single page, about 8 or 9 questions for you to do on your own afterwards. Perfect. Just review stuff that's kind of relevant for your solo flight regulations.
Man, this is nice. Great way to spend a day, huh?
Yeah. So when you're in cruise flight, now that we've been running for a little while, let's get a kind of a start point for these temperatures and pressures. So pressures on the white line, oil temperatures on the white line, cylinder head is slightly above the white line. And that way, as we continue flying, they may still be in the green, but now we know what's happening with them.
Okay.
The cylinder head temperature could come right up or right down, same with the pressures.
Okay.
So it's a good idea to kind of set a, you don't do it on the ground because it's going to change too much once you actually start taking off and flying.
So you can see a trend.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Absolutely. Just stay somewhere about 4,500 to 5,000 on our way up. It's going to be rising terrain, and we'll have to climb up a little bit more as we follow the river up.
All right. We're climbing here. You think you pull a right turn for me, or should I do that?
Then you can do that.
All right.
So this is a good one to remember to always reach around and identify.
Yep. All right. So let me get steady here. All right. So let's down nice.
Say it. Identifying.
Identifying. All right. I did it in my head, but okay. Sorry.
No worries. There's a lot of little things that it just makes it easy for the examiner or the instructor to know what you're doing if you're verbalizing it. And then when you start becoming an instructor yourself, talking through these things will be second nature to you at that point.
Okay.
One of the hardest parts of your CFI training is doing a maneuver to commercial standards whilst talking through it all.
Okay.
You know what runway that's called?
That is a private strip, the Pilot Butte.
Yeah. They tend to, I believe, I don't know what the frequency is. I think they're going to be, I usually hear them transmitting on bend frequency because they're so close.
Yep.
Who else would you hear transmitting on bend frequency taking off from around here?
Would it be Prineville, Madras?
Nope. Live flight. Helicopter flying out of St. Charles.
Alright, that's right.
Yeah.
But who else is on bend frequencies? In Prineville and Madras and Prineville, Madras and Sun River are on their own.
That's right. But we do, occasionally, if the weather's right, we'll hear, and the aircraft that's flying is high enough and have a powerful enough transmitter, we'll hear the Dalles traffic.
Okay.
I think they're on the same frequency as Bend.
Alright, so we've reached 5,000. Keep it at 70 knots about. Follow the river in, warning lights out, stop green. Yeah.
Everything's still where it was?
Everything's within limits. Right turns on, carbide is not needed today.
So we'll make as we come over the old mill, we'll make a turn to the south, and we'll intercept that canal, follow the canal.
Traffic, helicopter 3040 kilo, picking on leading edge Heatherport, taxiing Alpha 3 even.
So you can make a call to, what would your call be like as we make a turn?
Bender traffic, helicopter 525 Echo is about,
yeah, that's
I would say we're probably about 5 miles.
You can just say we're over the old mill district of Bend, heading south at 5,000.
Heading south.
Everyone knows old mill district and Bend, pretty much.
Alright, Bender traffic, helicopter 2 Mac goes right over the old mill district at about 5,000, heading south. Bender traffic.
Good.
Look at all those floaters.
Area traffic, Skyback at 991 on X-rays on 5 mile 45, left base 16.
Just follow this canal, kind of come in and left.
Okay. Area clear.
Stay left.
this is a good way to scout where I want to put in.
Just say again?
It's a good way to scout where I want to put in.
Yeah, right. I think you can, that beach is a good place to put in. That's like the furthest up that hasn't got rapids.
Okay. What if I want rapids?
Yeah, you can try rapids. You're going to be, I think the put in would be, not sure how you get down. Oh,
there.
Yeah, this is the river trail, but it's difficult to get your floaty down there.
Yeah.
And there's some pretty serious rapids here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go without an inner tube.
So we live, my house is kind of just out here on the left.
Okay.
And we come down here with the dogs a lot down the side of this canal. It's kind of a good track to let them run around.
Nice.
So what point?
Glider, Kilo Sierra, radar check.
So now the canal goes into this tube.
Yeah.
So the canal's running alongside.
Okay, nice.
What, we'll follow the river down Sun River. At what point do we switch over to Sun River, do you think?
When we have more distance between us and Bent and less distance between them.
Yeah.
So it was 16 miles out. Now we're about, what does it say, 10 miles? So maybe once we get to 8 miles, we'll switch over.
2 miles, 45. Oh, left base, 16.
This is a little bit of a dangerous area with traffic where people are coming to and from and you never know which frequency they're on.
Okay.
So you don't rely on, I mean you never should rely on hearing them on the radio anyway, but don't, this is a particularly bad area where you'll have traffic coming back and forth on a different frequency.
Alright, so 5 knots, let me climb a little bit.
Let's talk about some of the emergency procedures as we're heading in. So, alternator light comes on. What are you going to do?
Well, it's on for longer than 5 seconds. I'm going to shut down all necessary power. Well, I'd look at the amperes first. Let's say if it's in the positive, that might mean it's running a little hot.
It could mean a couple of things. There's no time on this one. If the light comes on, it usually means there's some problem with the alternator, right? So it's going to be an overcharge and the relay's picked off, or it's not charging enough, maybe the belt's slipping or it's failing.
Okay.
So let's say, okay, so it's come on, we don't have to do any counting, we just have to deal with it following the procedure. So what's the procedure?
16 at Alpha 3 for right close traffic then.
We'd be shutting off all unnecessary items.
What would that be in this case?
That would not be the master. First, we'd probably turn off the alternator. No, we'd leave the alternator on in case it decided to come back on. But we'd shut down, all the radio stacks.
All these three?
GPS, lighting. I would still have navigation lights on, if at night. But during the day, the one needed. And try and land it as soon as practical.
Okay, you're missing a step here somewhere. So we've turned off non-essential equipment, landing light. I'd turn off all the lights to start with. Everything turned off.
Yeah.
Because remember, electrical power is what's giving you your tax, your low warning system, your governor. So if you've got a problem, get all that stuff off to preserve the battery. Because right now you're probably running on battery. Nav lights, you're on the verge of an emergency if you're losing all this stuff. So turn everything off. But it is a judgment call. It does say, non-essential equipment. That's your call. What is non-essential equipment? And then the next step is turn the alternator off for 1 second to allow the relay, and then reset.
Right. Okay.
Then, if it doesn't come on, you maybe turn on some of the stuff. And if it comes back on again, turn off whatever you don't need to just be able to keep the charge coming, and that's not necessarily practical. What if it does come back on?
If the light comes back on?
Yeah.
Well, that just means it's still a problem, so it's not working, shut everything off.
Full stop.
Because it's still coming back on, so it's still a problem. Meaning we didn't fix it, so we still need to land.
Land as soon as possible, as soon as practical.
I wouldn't dive down, but yeah, as soon as possible, yeah. That means we're running a battery power. If we run out of battery, we lose almost everything. So.
Well, landing as soon as possible would normally be something like, let's get down there, right? That's a safe place. Landing as soon as practical would be somewhere near a road or an airport if we can get to it so someone can come out and help work on it.
Right.
It's not an emergency immediately if you have about 10, 15 minutes of battery. We don't know exactly how much, depends how many systems we're using.
Okay.
Then traffic helicopter 3040 kilos, right downwind, runway 1.
I would probably turn back towards, well, actually I'd probably go to Sun River now, we're close to the Sun River.
Right.
Or Bend, we're not actually that far away from Bend either. I would probably turn the radio on and say, look, we're here, we're coming inbound, we have electrical failure, we're going off comms until we get closer to the field. Just let people know you're coming in, but you're not going to be on radios.
Okay.
And then it's a judgment call, because you don't know exactly how long the battery's going to last. What happens if the battery fails?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if that happens, I would try and land as soon as possible in that case. Should I switch over to Sun River now or go 5
Absolutely, go for it.
Alright, I think it worked. There we go. So we should announce our position?
Yep.
Alright, so Sun River area traffic, helicopter 2 Lima Echo is about 5 miles to the north, inbound.
Correct.
Alright. Sun River area traffic, helicopter 2 Lima Echo is about 5 miles to the north, inbound, Sun River area traffic. So, anyway, if the battery were to fail, we'd lose tax.
See the traffic taking off?
Yep, got him.
Okay.
We'd lose tax, we'd lose warning lights, so we would need to land as soon as possible in that case.
Yeah, what's some of the safety systems regarding the RPM that we're going to lose, or some of the control systems?
Hold on a second. Can we fly right over here? I see power lines. What do we fly over this, or should we stay on the river?
So, come over here, kind of choose that low point. Always be thinking, if I had an engine failure now, I'll always be thinking that's a bit too
I would turn into the river.
Certainly have an idea, when you're doing things like this where there's a lot of trees and power lines,
right.
if you had an engine failure, where are your options?
I would definitely go dive in the river, but...
Turn you up a little bit more. Turn them up a little bit more.
What's that?
I just wanted to turn the traffic. I
Okay.
didn't catch that traffic.
Alright, so it looks like we're landed for runway 17 or 18 maybe?
18, yeah.
18, okay.
And that plane looked like it was taking off 18.
Right,
So we'll
see you now.
Do you remember anything about Sun River regarding things like...
The dog leg, the segmented circle, where we're supposed to be?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be on this side of it, and then we need to turn into it because there's a whole bunch of rich people here or something.
Sun River traffic, Baron 7803 Romeo, back taxi on 18 for departure on 18, Sun River.
Do you hear that?
Pineville traffic, 16831 Victor, left downwind for full stop landing, 28, Pineville.
He was back taxi 18 for takeoff 18, so he's coming back down the runway.
So, alright, well, we're moving here anyway. We'll be out of his way.
Yeah.
Where's Benham Falls here?
Benham Falls?
Yeah, well, Mom and I biked around there. Did we pass it already?
Back that way, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've already kind of missed it.
Alright.
This is a fantastic float river.
Yeah, definitely.
You get a couple of cars, one at one end and one down at the other end. You can spend hours on this.
I can spend hours doing this. Alright, so there's a display threshold, so we can't land before that or on that.
Okay.
We'll turn in here, see...
Sun River traffic, 03 Romeo, 21A to the northwest, Sun River.
So, fixed wing traffic's going to be left downwind, right?
No, we're going to be using 18. We won't be going left downwind. We'll be coming in for a right base to turn 18, right?
So we're going to come out here, turn around, and go to 18. Okay, I think we're taking off 18 right there.
Yeah, now he said he's going to depart to the northwest, which is where we are right now. So when you make a call, we're 1 mile to the northwest, inbound for a right base 18.
Alright, 1 mile to the northwest, inbound for right base.
Right, actually, by the time we get there, we can probably just start descending down, round this spot here, make a left turn, and we'll cross over ready for a left base, and right base, and you can just make a call right base 18.
Alright. Sun River area traffic, helicopter 2 Lima Echo is going to be moving for right base for 18. Sun River area traffic. Right, so
bring us down.
So we're now making our approach. We're on a base, and we're going to be turning final here.
Yeah, and we're pretty high. The Pratt altitude's 47, so we're about 400 feet above Pratt altitude.
Traffic, 2631 Victor, left base.
Stay away from these houses. We're going to cut across here so we stay out of the way of these guys' houses. Double check the final as well as we're coming up to there. We'll try to catch an eye. Stay a little bit further away from these guys. We're right over their porches.
Okay. Alright, so I'll make my call. Sun River area traffic, helicopter 2 Lima Echoes on final for 18. Sun River area traffic. So why don't we aim for right where that taxiway comes in?
Okay. Well, you talking about this one that joins where the numbers are?
No, after that.
I was going to say, that looks pretty steep. Yeah, go for the one a little bit further up. Don't forget your pre-landing checks.
One like that, without the green, 3 through field, RV.
Identifying cruise trim. Cruise trim's coming down.
Okay, thank you. Alright.
Got a windsock. Verify that's in our favor.
There it is. Okay, so we have a little bit of headwind. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Why don't we bring this down a little bit more? It's looking pretty steep.
I think I have it mostly down. Okay. No traffic. 50 knots.
Alright, let's call this a go around. So,
Okay.
start your go around, bring the power in.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Alright, center area traffic, Helicopter 2 echoes going around for 18. Center area traffic.
So before you make that call, get the power, get a climb in.
Okay.
You're low and fast.
Okay.
Number one priority, Aviate. Navigate community.
Yep. Okay.
So get the climb in, get up to a safe altitude, clear as you climb, make the call.
Okay.
So let's get up, and we're going to do right traffic so we stay away from these homes. This is a right traffic airfield anyway.
Right.
Does mean it's the same place that the airplane is going to be, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that and make sure we stay at our pattern altitude.
So
there's going to be 500 feet separating us potentially.
So, what is our pattern altitude want to be then?
So our pattern altitude would be 4,700 for here.
Okay. Alright. Okay, well, warning lights out, south of ring 3, you're going to feel car beat right turn south, okay? So, see, turning.
Okay. Well, it seems a little bit low. Maybe the altimeter setting's a little bit different here. Let's go up to 4.8.
Okay. Sure. Did we ask UNICOM for altimeter setting?
You can, yeah. So what would your call be?
Alright, Sunriver UNICOM, Helicopter 2 Echo, what is the altimeter setting?
Yeah, do you have the current altimeter setting?
Okay. Alright. Sunriver Unicom, Helicopter 2 Lima Echo, do you have a current altimeter setting?
Depends if they're near the air radio or not. The fuel is
Altimeter 3018.
3018, thank you.
awesome. Alright, come down about another 100 feet, make your downwind calls and checks.
Okay. Sunriver area traffic, Helicopter 2 Lima Echoes on right downwind 18. Sunriver area traffic, 1 lights out, house ring 3, still car beat right turns off. Okay, going down 4,700. Scanning traffic. The wind, see landing, we have to the right and the runway. And
Good.
left if we need. I want to come out kind of far.
Sorry?
I want to go a little bit far. I want to extend this just a bit.
Okay.
I'll turn right to where that spot is.
Just don't overfly those houses there, okay?
Okay.
Start losing a couple hundred feet on your downwind, on your base. You want to be at about 300 feet AGL as you turn final.
Okay. Sunriver area traffic, Helicopter 2 Lima Echo is turning for final 18. Sunriver area traffic.
Good.
Alright, 1 lights out, south, bringing 3 green field, car beat right turns off. Alright, here we go. We're aiming for 1,000 foot mark.
Okay.
That's awesome. Alright, windsock, going to be pushing us to the right a little bit. Well, actually, that one won't, but the other one will. Center line. Losing airspeed. 45. 35.
Below 30 knots, pull the power in, make sure that we're not descending below 300 feet per minute. Just walk it down, keep it on center line.
Just right, set down.
No, it's fine. Just bring it to a harbor for a second. Hold it here.
Okay.
All right, do a takeoff and a downwind, and I'll do one approach. Just want to show you a little bit, slightly different approach I want you to do here, okay?
Okay, so one left out, top green, 3 ring of field, car Aviate. I'll make my call. All right, Sun River area traffic, Helicopter 2 Lima Echo's going to be taking off 18 for right close traffic, Sun River area traffic. All right, twin sock, it doesn't matter. Here we go.
Okay.
And 45. Clearing, left, center, right. Full max continuous, get up to 6.
Remember there's a slight delay in the collective to the power setting, so
Yeah, I see that.
pull it, check it again.
Okay.
Also, IDA means the governor's going to be a little bit slow, so if you make quick movements with the collective, you may get over or under speeds on the rotor system.
Okay.
The governor's a little bit slow to catch up.
Okay. Whoops. Well, I thought out the green 3 ring field, car Aviate. Right.
I'll make this the last one, and
Okay.
it's going to be a nuisance to all these people around the airport
Yeah.
that don't like helicopters.
Maybe
Sun River Unicom, Skyhawk 456 here, Pop is 15 to the west. Airport advisory, please.
Aircraft inbound to Sun River, Sun River Unicom, winds are light out of the south, 180 at 3, altimeter 3018.
sounds
Sun River, you got stepped on for the altimeter setting.
He sounds kind of cute.
I know who that is. I'll tell her.
Uh-oh.
And Sun River Unicom, what was the altimeter setting once again, please, and thank you.
Altimeter 3018.
3018, thank you.
Sun River area traffic, Helicopter 2 Lima Echo's on right down 118, Sun River area traffic.
Come down a way too high. He's actually training in the helicopter program.
Really? You're kidding? Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah, and I won't tell her, I'll tell her boyfriend.
Oh, crap. Is your boyfriend a helicopter pilot?
No, but he's a good guy. All right, my controls.
All right, your controls.
My controls, got it. So what I want you to get at is just, I felt like we were a little bit steep and a little bit fast on some of it.
I agree.
So let's see how we can fit this in. This is, this is a little bit challenging because we've got higher terrain, we've got noise abatement all over the place, we've got water. So we have to, plus it's just not what you're used to.
Right.
So let's start losing some altitude as we make that base turn to final.
Okay.
So we're already can come down another couple hundred feet, turning base, clearing left ahead,
Okay.
and right. Maintain the 60, 70 knots as we come round. Double check final.
60.
So there, we're nearly down that 200 feet that we wanted. We'll hold it there, we'll come round at about 60 and 300 bird above us. Sun River traffic, helicopter 2 Lima Echoes, turning final 18 Sun River. Alright, now you see as we come round on the numbers, we come down a little bit lower.
Yeah.
We're kind of squidged in, right? We have to come down a little bit lower because we can't be out as far as we want for a normal approach, say, into bend.
Okay.
But the sight picture, look at the sight picture right now. That to me is about midway down the compass.
I see that.
And that's where I want it to sit, and I just want it to get bigger and bigger and bigger as we walk in.
Okay.
So I'll be bleeding off altitude and airspeed simultaneously so that I just make that bigger and bigger. Show
Okay.
final checks, lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel good. Trims down and car beats, no issue. Windsocks, calm.
So we got 40.
So see how slower we're coming in here?
Right.
On the final pieces? This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want you to see. Not rush, just a nice gradual walk down into that spot. The spot's still in the same position roughly. Now we're below 30 knots, so watch our descent rate. My descent rate's about 100 feet per minute. My power setting's low on 16, coming up to 16, but I'm going to have to start pulling up as we slow down even more.
Okay.
And this way, we're all just, it's all controlled, it's not rushed, just slowly walking it in, walking it in. I would say we'll do it again here, but I don't want to piss anyone off at Sun River, so But that's what I want you to do on any of your approaches, okay?
Okay,
You're going to have to modify height and speed based on how close we are. But
I can do
your
that.
controls?
Okay, hold on a sec. All right, my controls.
Your controls. Okay, let's take off and depart to the east.
All right, one lights out, south green, 3 green, Hill, Garvey, needed, brake trims off. All right, taking off. So I should make a call, taking off, departing to the east.
Yep.
All right, Sun River area traffic, Hill Gutter, Chile man goes, going to be taking off 18 departure to the east, Sun River. Okay, here we go.
Your hover control is really good, by the way. I can see how it's becoming more natural for you in the hover.
Dang, that was bad.
It's just a sudden increase in airspeed. We get all those aerodynamic factors that we've talked about.
All right,
all compressed into about a second. Way it is.
Madras area traffic, jump lane 76 Delta. We're skydiving in 2 minutes. 2 minutes skydiving over Madras. Any traffic down there?
The climb coming up. Sightseeing.
she was, what?
I said keep climbing up. Stop sightseeing till you're safe out.
Okay, you guys coming back?
We'll climb up at least
To 3700.
at least to 4700 before we make any turn.
Okay.
Because then we don't overfly these guys too low.
Alright, sure.
You're trying to spot the UNICOM girl, huh?
She walked out to look at us. It's not like I at her. Alright, 46.
Sun River traffic, Skyhawk 456 here, Papa 7.5 to the west through 7,500. I'll be starting a right downwind for the full stop runway 18 in 5 minutes.
Okay, get your max glide configuration. Max climb configuration.
53 knots.
There she go up.
Yep, I see it. 755. Okay, there we go. What do we want to be at?
Oh, let's say 5,000. We'll make a left turn now.
Okay. Where's Sun River Resort?
It's kind of all down in here. It's you got the holiday homes. You've got the all the shopping areas. You've got golf courses.
Okay.
I don't know that much about Sun River, but to me, most of Sun River is kind of like holiday homes and vacation homes.
Okay.
All right, just scoot that way.
Okay.
So don't get any higher. Let's just bring the airspeed in.
Okay.
There's a lot of trees here and lava rock. There's not many good landing options. So the higher you get for this kind of terrain, the more chance you have of making it to a spot
Okay.
that's a little bit more desirable if you had properly engine.
Dang, that's cool. Alright, 65, 55. One light south to green, 3 green, Hill, Garvey.
So what would your cool be as you get around here? We're heading that way. What would your cool be doing?
Sun River Air Traffic, Hill, Garvey, 2 and it goes about 5,500 miles to the east. I don't know.
Combined to the northeast, yep. I'd say 5 to the Echo, 1 mile to the east, 5,500 pine to the northeast.
Alright. Sun River Air Traffic, Hill, Garvey, 2 and goes about 1 mile to the east, 5,800, departing to the northeast, Sun River Air Traffic.
Good. Let's stay about this height.
Okay.
And let's head follow this road. This gives us a little bit more of an option, right?
Right.
So what do you want to watch out for when we're approaching highways?
Well, a lot of people like to road navigate, so we watch out for power lines, we watch out for people, planes, helicopters, whatever.
Yeah, mainly I'm thinking about airplanes using this for an easy way to navigate up and down this area.
Right.
The rule is, or the unspoken rule is, fly like you drive, so be on the right side of the highway going this way.
Okay.
Take your trim a little bit right pedal, clear those trim strings down the middle, there you go.
Good here, how's your side looking? Looks pretty
Looking good. Let's scoot down this highway a little bit. When we get to Lava Butte, we're going to make a turn to the other butte, which is called Bessie Butte.
Okay.
And out by Bessie Butte, there's some open road area that we can use for some auto entry practice, okay?
Okay, sure.
Let's do some other emergency procedure practice. What about a main rotor temp light comes on?
The temperature of the main rotor?
Yeah, this one here.
So that would be main rotor transmission? Or
come over a little bit on the right side of this.
That would be main order transmission, correct?
Yeah, do you remember where the sensor is for that?
I do. It's right on the bottom. You have to put your hand down there.
No, that's the chip detector. That's the one that's picking up the little particles of metal. The temperature sensor's on the top of the main rotor gearbox.
Okay,
on the back side of it.
I know what that was.
Yep.
Over traffic, Skyhawk 456 here, pop is a right 45 for the downwind for runway 18 Sun River. This will be a full stop.
I got him inside. Alright.
Alright. So, thank you, man. I check all temperatures first of all. My cylinder attempt just kind of...
Well, this is coming from the main rotor temperature. These are engine temperatures, right?
Yeah, but maybe one is related to another.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's true. I mean, maybe there's a fire going on back there.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't seen any smoke, or haven't got any smoke blowing in. Maybe there's just, a fuel fire going on back there. That's certainly... So in that case, I'd expect probably the cylinder temp to be coming up. I'd also probably be looking out. I could push it out of trim a little bit, just have a little look. We'll make a right turn, see if we're leaving a trail of smoke. But usually it means that either we're losing oil in the gearbox, or it's just there's something not right in there and the temperature's building.
Right. So in that case, with the temperature increase, we have the increased possibility of transmission failure. With transmission fails or something, anything can do. So I plan as soon as possible. Maybe a road or something.
Well, what's the procedure in the POH?
Main rotor transmission light. So do we have a fire or not?
No, we've not identified a fire. We just have the light come on. Nothing else, no other indications.
Well, there needs to be another indication. There needs to be something else that goes with it.
There you go.
So I'd...
It's a land as soon as practical unless accompanied by other symptoms.
Okay.
So me, land as soon as practical, I would consider maybe making a landing...
Sun River, Skyhawk 6 here, pop to right base for 18 Sun River, full
back
stop.
to Sun River. If I felt that, there was a chance that there was more going on even though there wasn't symptoms, I'd land down the side of one of these roads somewhere safe where we can get a maintenance truck out to us.
Right.
Careful about diving down to sort that thing out and then hitting wires because you're panicking about and being obsessing with the main rotor.
Right.
What other symptoms could be? I think that's someone flying out of Primeville, one of the students there. Make a right turn towards the edge of this green here, so maybe a 30-degree turn to the right. Okay. So anyway, what would be other symptoms that would confirm there might be a problem with the main rotor gearbox?
Well, we might smell something.
Yeah.
Definitely increased temperature on one of these gauges. Another warning light, smoke.
Maybe a main rotor chip light may come on. Maybe it's just starting to shred the gears in there. In which case, then if we land as soon as possible, I would be looking to get down.
These are all power lines.
Power lines behind us, but behind us there was a dirt road where no lines, where the power lines have been sunk under. Can you see how it's cut into the trees?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keep an eye on those.
Skyhawk 6 here, pop through the Aviate 18.
Yeah, I'd be looking for the first safe open spot.
Skyhawk to the runway, please take a right and follow the girl on the bike for parking.
I think you need to phone up on your EPs a little bit more, get them so you know the procedure. You don't have to be second guessing it when it happens.
I'll do that.
Let's have a look. Hold out for a second. Trying to see where the road goes here. Oh, we're going to head over that open area there. So I'm going to do an auto entry or power recovery demonstration with you, right? And then if it all feels good and the RPMs aren't being blown around by turbulence, then we'll get you to do a couple of those.
Okay.
Key thing, like I said, is keep your eyes on the horizon on the entry, make sure our fingernails are up.
Alright.
And it's lower right pedal off cyclic to hold it level, roll off and catch.
Yep.
Then come in and start our scan.
Okay.
RPMs we want somewhere like 97 to bottom of the green, airspeed 55 to 65. We'll make an entry at 65.
Okay.
And the power recovery is going to be slowly roll on, watch the RPMs as they meet, let the governor do its job.
Now, here's my question. Remember when I said, hey, was that you? Was that the governor?
The governor just came back on. You weren't holding it tight. It vibrates itself up. Or correlator makes it go up.
Alright.
My controls?
Your controls?
Okay, got it.
Your controls.
Could you switch us over to Ben, please?
Yep. There you go.
Alright. I think we're back. I'm just going to bring us out here, give us plenty of time for the entry. Ben, traffic heading up to 2 Lima Echoes, approximately 8 miles to the south, operating 6,000 feet and below over Bessie Butte. Ben.
So where are we going to want?
We're going to turn around back the way behind us.
Okay.
I don't really know what's going on with the wind right now. It's hard to say.
Fuel truck clear at altitude.
There may be local winds anyway, so we'll just assume that
we have the east or westbound traffic.
our plan for an entry to the north will be fine.
All right, Foxtrot, thank you.
Turn those guys down just a little bit.
Identifying.
Then traffic, I'll go up to 3040 kilos, right downwind, 34 at 4,000.
Can you see the safety road I have in mind, okay?
Yep, I see it.
The engine doesn't come back. We've got a nice open road. There's no people, no
Okay.
wires. We'll start the entry into the open area so that we can get to the open area. Don't have to worry about dodging trees on the way in.
I'm not seeing wires anyway.
So what we want to do, we want to make our entry at a level airspeed. So we don't want to be accelerating, decelerating. We don't want to be climbing or descending.
Traffic, 6348, Foxtrot is
Lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green. Fuel's good.
5,000.
6,000, we can get up to 65. Fingernails already up.
Okay. He's all yours.
Okay, so I'm just going to make it a little bit longer until we get to that 65. Okay, eyes out on the horizon.
Right.
Entering in order, you can follow along.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Lower collective right pedal, roll off and catch. Come in with a view. A little bit of a nose drop. That's okay because we're a little bit slow. Speed's going to start coming up.
RPM outside.
That's it. RPM's looking good. Maybe coming up a little bit, so I'll bump the collective up a tiny bit. You notice how small that movement was and what a difference it made.
Yeah, you're losing it now.
Okay, so airspeed's a little bit slow, so nose forward ever so slightly. RPMs will come down a little bit, so I'll have to lower the collective, but they're fine where they are.
Okay.
Outside's looking good.
So you're holding a throttle tight right now.
Yeah, I am. Now, I'm going to recover, so I'm going to roll the throttle on.
Take off here, 1-6.
Over 80.
That'll be all right.
The governor's doing its job, slowly coming up. Slowly, actually.
So are you doing that? What's doing that?
That is just the governor being slow. Now, did you notice that the rotor RPM started going up?
Yeah.
That was a pain, because that meant if I started pulling up on the collective to catch those, my engine will probably overspeed. That's a pain in the ass. You don't want to have to be doing that. You certainly don't want to be coming off cyclic.
Okay, so what should you do?
So in that case, I just let the governor catch up, let the RPM start coming back down. I maybe even push forward ever so slightly.
Okay.
Your controls, and we just start climbing out. What you can do is, don't forget you can always control the RPMs down slightly. So you could pull up ever so slightly to bring the rotor RPMs down, but you're going to have to throttle down a little bit. It's not an ideal situation for you to be learning. So maybe what I'll do is, I'll get you to do the entry, the glide. I'll take the controls for the recovery, okay?
Landing on runway 34, Ben.
So we'll make a turn back here.
Yeah, you can circle around, if you like, around Bessie Butte, keep climbing up. Do a max climb.
Now, once you do the recover, I'll just kind of follow you and
And I'll try and talk through, don't forget your trim as you're climbing up. I'll try and talk through what I'm doing with the throttle and what the governor's doing with it, okay? Yeah, that kind of surging, that was the governor trying to catch up and do its job. And like we say, it's high DA today.
Yeah.
Governor's slow.
So do we want to go all the way to the other side and do the same entry? Or?
Yeah, let's go out there and we'll do another entry. We've got plenty of time then in the glide. It feels kind of relaxed. We can just concentrate on RPM and airspeed control and entry.
Sure. Go to entry. Try something.
Send traffic, fuel truck, holding 4-34 at Alpha 3.
Yeah, this is called Bessie Butte down here. This is sometimes walkers on it, so we try and limit the amount of times we circle around here. We don't want to annoy anyone who's hiking out here. I don't see anyone down there right now.
Foxtrot turning base for 34. Traffic.
Stay level at 6,000. Good workout climbing up there too.
Thanks. 1,000, 6 knots. You take controls real quick. I need to mess my.
Yeah, I got controls.
Turn left base.
Testing. Okay, that's better. Mike drill.
You have controls.
All right, I got controls. Thank you.
Welcome. So we're already done our clearing as we're coming around here. We were just entering for the first time, but obviously want to make sure that there's no other aircraft maneuvering in the area. We're not about to descend into them or they're coming behind us.
Okay.
And we also would do our checks.
South green 3. Field RV, right turn is off.
Good.
Hey.
So come out to kind of where this trail is, make the turn there, and then sharpen it back up onto the road. That'll give you plenty of time to get set up at a level 65 entry.
Okay.
And you're going to then tell me your fingernails are up and your eyes on the horizon. When you make your entry, remember it's lower collective to the bottom, right pedal off cyclic, and you're going to do the pedal and off cyclic is going to keep us exactly in the same position.
Okay.
When it's all the way down, then roll off all the way and a little catch.
Okay.
Spin traffic, I'll go to 3040.
Then come in and start your scan.
Traffic from the departure end.
Be really careful about diving and climbing with the cyclic. It's going to really mess with our RPMs.
Okay. Clearing. How's it look your side?
Looking good.
All right.
Altitude's good, just try and keep us level and come back to 65 on the entry. Make sure it's a stable 65 and it's not just decaying or accelerating. It's got to be stable, otherwise it's going to affect you once you enter.
Okay, traffic, Fox 713, Juliet Whiskey, 5 miles to the west, planning a left 45 entry for 34.
See him?
Wind traffic, RV80 Sierra. Is on a 1 mile 45 for left downwind for 34.
Okay.
Fingernails up.
Hold on, okay. Fingernails up. South green, 3 green field RV, 65 knots.
Eyes on the horizon.
Eyes on the horizon. So I will lower collective, I will straighten out, and then roll off and brake.
Roll off and catch. Yep.
All right. Here we go. Hold on. No.
A little bit fast. Yeah, good catch. So get the airspeed under control. Make sure it's steady.
Okay.
Low collective a little bit. That's going to lower the nose, so make sure you catch that. There you go.
All right. All right.
Nose up, eyes outside.
Entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Pull it down.
Come back to cyclic. Catch. Okay. Whoa. Just a little bit. Remember, it's a small movement. So your control still.
Okay, my control.
Okay, airspeed's coming back. That's good. That's what we want. We want to slow it down. See, that movement there is going to bring the cyclic back. Is going to bring the RPMs up. Okay. So this is good. This is good. Okay. So continue. RPM, airspeed, outside.
RPM, airspeed, outside.
Looking very good.
Okay.
RPMs are starting to come up. So up. There you go. Traffic. There's little variations going on with thermals here as well.
Right.
Okay, my controls.
Okay, your controls.
Okay, follow along. I'm going to open the throttle.
Okay.
So I'm cracking the throttle. They're starting to join. RPMs have come up a little bit on the rotor, which like I said is a little bit annoying. And now I'm starting to pull up and climbing out. So your controls, just do a smooth climb out. Nice, slow, smooth control on the collective. You got controls.
All right.
Good. Let's come and circle around, do one more.
So tell me, how was my
Actually, let's go this way. Let's turn right this time and climb around. And get us up to 55 as climb 53.
Skip Fox 13, Juliet Whiskey, left downwind, 34.
So tell me, how was my initial...
Your initial entry, I felt like I had to come back on the cyclic a little bit for you. I felt like our nose was dropping.
Okay. All right.
So were your eyes on the horizon for a good couple of seconds, or did you come in early on the RPMs, do you think?
I think I came in too early. It's not started there.
Yeah, so you're going to be lowering collective whilst looking outside, right pedal, a slight bit of off cyclic. This isn't an automatic movement, it's just whatever it takes to stop the nose from diving. Okay. Because remember, we lower the collective and the helicopter's going to dive.
So I would finger nose up, collective all the way down.
Whilst looking out.
Okay, well, looking out, correct, right pedal, whatever.
What's your position?
Keep a level horizon. Roll off throttle and catch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then come in, scan.
Okay.
They will be turning right. Roger. I'll extend. Thank you.
Can't overemphasize how important it is that you keep an eye on the horizon in the entry,
Right.
and make sure it's stabilized before you start scanning. Otherwise, all you're going to be doing is chasing airspeed and RPMs all the way down,
Right.
and probably having a go around on the bottom. You remember when we were, we kind of did that demonstration when I locked the cyclic in and I was just lowering the collective and how much it was coming down?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a little bit of a delay in pretty much all of it, there's a bit of a delay in the system, so you lower the collective and you roll off and catch. Don't think everything's going to be perfect. You're going to have to make sure you set it all, then come in.
Alright. Final for 3-4, we'll be landing number 2, simulation now.
They come about another 500 feet.
Box 13 Juliet, full speed, turning left base for 3-4.
I'll tell you what, this time, keep your eyes outside until I say look inside.
Okay, alright.
I'll keep an eye on your RPMs. If your RPMs are coming up too high, I'll bump the collective or the cyclic, whatever it takes. But I want you to just see how long I want you to be out there.
Okay, sure.
But you had a good stabilized airspeed on the entry, and you had a good yeah. Yes, we will have some updrafts and downdrafts.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is today, most of the days in the summer.
One like that, out the green 30 field, Harvey, 92, right trim off. Alright, I'll make my turn once we get to the base of this butte here.
Okay. Got another 400 feet to come up.
And it's German turning left base for 3-4 at 10.
Alright, left, center, right. Car down there.
Got him?
Yes, German turning
Very hiking up there.
Get box 3-4.
Okay.
So control that descent, get us back to a level 65.
Bin traffic, helicopter 3040 kilos on the go from the departure end of 3-4 for right close traffic bin.
SP's looking good. Slight descent, just pull up a little bit of power.
And 13 Juliet, full speed clear 3-4.
Push forward a little bit if you pull up on collective, otherwise it's going to nose us up and slow us down.
Alright.
Remember, every movement's connected.
Alright. 65. Alright, one on the south screen, 3 degrees, steel, Carby. Fingernails are up, 65 knots.
Don't look until I tell you.
Okay, entering auto in 3, 2, 1. Lower collective, point out, roll off, catch.
Okay, now look in.
Okay, what's going on?
Alright, watch it. My controls, my controls.
Your controls.
Okay, so we let the nose drop too much. So now we've got a lot of airspeed and we've got to be very careful coming back with it because it's got so much energy. Look, as I'm bleeding off the RPM's going to start.
Do we really know sport that much?
Sorry?
Never mind, hold on.
Okay, I'm just going to roll on.
Okay.
Marry the needles.
Oh, man.
And we'll start climbing out. Alright, let's your controls. Remember, just a smooth climb out on the collective. Watch the RPMs as we start climbing up.
So,
let's make a right turn out to the this side and we'll talk as we're climbing out. Stay away from the area for a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
So, I collected down. Did I let my nose drop, or what did I do?
Your initial entry looked good. Now, either you didn't stay on it for long and keep just climbing up. Either one of two things, I think, and this will be good to be able to watch the video back and see what happened here. Either you came in and looked and subconsciously pushed forward as you looked, but our airspeed certainly went up from 65 on entry to nearly coming up on 80.
Okay. Alright, well.
And I don't know whether it's a kind of looking down push forward thing, or we just had a little bit more of the lowered collective still having an effect on diving. We didn't look out for long enough. Or we had enough draft, downdraft that can do it as well. Maybe we just had that.
Well, can we try another one at the airport maybe? Do you want more at the airport or?
I don't know if it'll work. We'll do an entry at the airport. I'll do a demonstration of a full entry to flare in the airport.
Okay.
Then we'll break it up and do something else, and then we come out and do another one.
Okay.
There's a road down here we can work on actually.
Yeah.
See now. Take a right turn here.
Okay.
Traffic helicopter 3040 kilo short final 34 simulated engine out landing midfield.
How about this? I want you to be in charge of the cyclic, okay? Right? I'm going to take pedals and collective.
Okay.
So pedal and collective is mine, cyclic's yours.
Okay, alright, cyclic.
Okay, give us 65 knot attitude.
Okay.
Keep us running along this here, just give us a 65 knot attitude. So we're 75, so slow it down, get us to 65. I'll try and keep us level. Okay, hold it at 65.
Okay.
Now, check in with the airspeed, but looking outside. I'm going to pull in some collective, okay? So I'm going to start a climb. I want you to hold 65. So I'm pulling up on manifold pressure. Left pedal coming in. So you're overcorrecting. You know, too much airspeed building there. Just want a level 65.
Alright.
Keep on it, keep on it. Good. Now I'm going to reverse this trend. I'm going to lower the collective. And you're going to, initially going to get a nose drop, so you're going to have to be eyes outside to stop that.
Okay.
Did you hear that call with the dowels?
What?
Did you hear that last call? We ended at the dowels.
Oh, crap.
So saying we get that dowels traffic sometime. Okay, hold us at level 65.
Okay, I'm trying.
Traffic, fuel drop, fully short of 34 at level 3.
Okay.
Okay, eyes on the horizon.
Okay.
Hold this 65 attitude.
Okay.
Starting to lower collective. You see how the nose is dropping? I can see the horizon is dropping and the airspeed's building. You've got to keep your eyes on the horizon.
Alright.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can see it doing this. Okay, your controls. Take them all. All three controls are yours.
Yeah, controls.
Bravo 3 to Alpha 3.
What we'll do is we'll continue out here a little bit, we'll climb up, and we'll come back to the lowering terrain behind us. We'll use this road as a safety road. So if you can climb up to 6,000,
okay.
to make it cool, we're about 9 miles to the south of 6,000 operating area.
Once I get to 6,000.
Right downwind 34.
Say that again?
Once I get to 6,000.
No, you can just tell them we're operating 6,000 below in the area, 9 miles to the south of the field.
3040 kilos, right downwind for 34, Ben.
Binary Driven, helicopter 2 landback goes about 9 miles to the south, running at 6,000 and below, Binary Driven.
Alright, let's follow it around to the right, and then we'll continue a climb back round to the left that will line us back up with this road. See if we can get all the way up to 6,000. So I've taken a couple of the controls out on that, and you just have one control and the attitude to worry about. Obviously, if we get into an auto, then there's a lot more to be worrying about. If you're not getting that bit right, everything else just gets harder.
I think I'm starting to understand, though. I think.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? Is like this stays. If it goes like this, we're diving. If it goes like this, we pull it back 2 more. We just need to do whatever we need to do to just hold it level.
Okay.
Stay the same all the way down until we get into the flare. Come up another 500 feet, we'll make the turn. See these little caves down here?
Yeah. What's that?
Just sinkholes and caves. There's a lot of caves out here.
Huh.
Hiking areas for caves.
So once you get to 6,000, we should try an entry here, maybe?
Yeah, turn around.
Wait, turn around now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Climb up the extra 200 feet in the turn.
Helicopter 807 Lima Echo.
Should we clear?
2 miles to the northeast outbound. Ben traffic.
This road's not perfect because it's not straight and there are some trees, but
We have all this desert to work with, though.
there's a few options here, yeah, as we come towards. So generally head in the direction of the road, level out 6,065.
Okay.
I'll do the power recovery here.
So where should we be?
6,065, you can stay level at 6.2.
I know, but like position.
We're just heading this way. That's fine. We've got this road as an option as a safety road. So get level at 65, get your fingernails.
Kilo Serum, how is the lift? Good. Your lift's getting better right over the sewer plant.
A couple of knots or average?
Remember, you're going to eyes outside as you enter, fingernails up, lower collective right pedal, off cyclic to hold. You're going to roll off and catch. We'll cheer to the bottom.
Alright, now we are going to enter here?
Yep, whenever you're ready.
Okay, let me get my airspeed.
Your eyes outside for longer than you think.
Yeah. Alright, you're with me here?
I'm with you.
Alright, on.
Count me down, so enter in order in 3.
Yeah. Let me just get airspeed.
Sure.
Alright, entering auto. 3, 2, 1. Low collective. Down.
Roll off and catch. Okay, but hold it. Because we've got the RPMs pretty high, okay? Still a little bit of a nose down on the entry.
I tried, I thought I...
Keep the throttle tight.
Okay, throttle's tight.
Yeah, speed, ease back tiny bit, that's it. Just think about it, hold it there. Watch the RPMs are coming up, so up collective a little bit.
Okay. RPM
Okay.
outside.
Lower collective. Okay. My controls?
Your controls.
Okay, my controls. So I'm rolling the throttle on.
So you're rolling throttle on. Okay.
It's married, and now I'm going to start pulling up smoothly so I don't over pull and the RPMs don't go crazy. Okay.
Alright.
Your controls?
My controls.
Okay, continue to climb us up, smoothly pulling the power.
Alright, that wasn't bad. That was better, I think.
Yeah, there was still a little bit of a bit of a dive. I noticed we did get some airspeed that we had to kind of bleed off, and the RPMs were high. So if we're going to have to come back aft and slow it down, we've got to bring the RPMs down a little bit, otherwise they're going to shoot up.
Alright.
So if you see the RPMs in the middle or top of the green, and you're at 60, so you're at 70 or 80 knots, pull up on collective to bring the RPMs down while simultaneously slowly coming back. A very small amount of pressure.
Alright.
Alright, let's make a, let's head back to Bend.
Okay, sure.
I'll do an auto entry to flare. I'll demo on the once we get in, and we'll work on some other pieces, okay?
7 miles to the northwest, or north.
Try hover on it too, I'd like to.
Yeah, we'll finish up with a couple of hover autos, and we'll probably work on...
Traffic cap 3633, Mosier inbound for full stop lander, request advisory to Dallas.
down.
So I'm curious, what do you think about my hovering maneuvers? Do you think that would be...
Traffic helicopter 3040, left base,
you know, like
16.
PTS, would that be PTS minimum, or what would I be at?
Yeah, you're hovering in this conditions right now, pretty much PTS minimum. See that we've got no wind here, so it's not too challenging, but yeah, I'm very pleased with where you are on your hover work.
Alright, so it's progression, that's good.
Let's talk about heading back to the airfield. What do we need to think about?
So we want to see where we want to go, where do we want to enter. We can listen to the weather. So why don't we do that since we're pretty far out anyway?
Okay.
Vendor traffic, beach Sierra 78 Kilo Delta, runway.
You want to check down the weather?
Sure. COM2 coming up for the weather.
Okay.
Temperature 27 Celsius, 2.0 Celsius. Altimeter 3011 inches of mercury. Remarks, density altitude 400 feet.
Currently 5 miles to the northeast, departing 4,800
Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation 1928 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10.
Okay, so wind's calm, so which runway would we use?
16.
Alright, and how would we make the entry to that from here?
I don't think we want to. Well, I mean, we could just stay on this and just come into a right downwind.
Yep.
So why don't we just do that?
Let's do that.
And so we'll want to make a call, maybe say where we are and what our intentions are.
Yeah, now how far out do you think we are? Don't look at the GPS, not that it would tell you right now.
6 miles.
Yeah, say 6 or 7. I'm trying to count how many runways I can fit in.
Yeah, that's good.
So nearest, Bend, just under 7 miles.
Alright. And I'll say what our intentions are.
Yeah, so where we are, as in altitude, distance, and direction from the field. What our
Traffic helicopter 3040 kilos on the go, 16 for right close traffic then.
And we're getting confirmation everyone else is using 16, so that's good.
Binary Tarek, helicopter 2 Lima Echoes about 6 miles southeast, inbound for right closed traffic at 5,500 binary traffic.
Was that right?
Did you say southeast or south?
Southeast.
Oh, look at that, the tail.
Right. Well, we are turning a little bit while we look south.
But mostly, where are we right now? We're in the south. Southeast would be expecting more of a kind of 45-degree into the field.
Should I call back?
No, don't worry about it.
All right.
We're far enough out and there's no conflicting traffic.
Traffic cap 3633 descending out of 4000, beam 7 Mile Hill for overflying the field. Full stop landing, the Dow.
Okay, on the way in here, I want to show you some governor off operations, okay?
Sure, perfect.
Okay, my controls?
Your controls.
I have the controls. So, could you please switch the governor off? Identify and switch the governor off.
Identifying governor, governor off.
Okay, governor's now off, so I have manual throttle control other than what the correlator is going to do for me. I'm just going to roll the throttle ever so slightly down to the bottom of the green, okay? And that gives me a little bit of a buffer for gusts up and down. Now I want to show you something. I want to show you what the correlator is going to do on its own.
Okay.
So I'm going to be lowering the collective. The correlator is going to bring the RPMs down a little bit. Can you see it's just bringing them down a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can roll up a little bit if I need to. Just a little bit of pressure, that's all it takes. Okay, now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to pull up. We roll up a little bit more.
Okay.
It's sat just on the bottom of the green. Now I'm going to start pulling up on collective, and the correlator will tend to bring the RPMs up, higher than where we want them. So that's why we have that little buffer, and we watch them when we do a little bit of manual control with the throttle to just fine tune it. See how they're coming up kind of more into the middle to the top? We don't really want them there because, as I said before, gusts like that one there. You see how they just dropped the RPMs about 4% as we went up and down through that downdraft.
Okay.
So today's not an ideal day for you to be learning governor off in forward flight, just because of the way we've got these updrafts going on.
Right. I want to get the maneuvers that we've done. I want to get those down.
All right. Okay. I just want to expose you to new stuff so you can be thinking about that.
Okay.
So if you can turn the governor back on, please.
Identifying governor. Governor on. Governor's on.
Governor's on. Married top of the green. Okay. Your controls again.
All right. My controls.
Okay. Your controls. So don't come any lower till we get a little bit closer to the field. Governor off operation tends to, even at my level,
Traffic helicopter 40 kilo, turning right base, 16,
take some of your brain power to be monitoring RPMs instead of remembering to fly.
Right.
And so you tend to fly slower and you start descending and things like that. So I want you, as much as possible through our private training, you get to exposed and comfortable flying governor off as much as you can be.
Okay.
So that you can, if it does happen that we have a governor failure and you turn the governor off, you're able to
helicopter 40
fly the
kilo,
aircraft.
turning final, 16,
Alright, so he's on final for 16. I don't see him, but I know where he is.
Okay. They don't go below 4.2, it's don't go any slower than this until we get a little bit closer to the pattern. Give these people a little bit of a break.
Yeah, they really need a break, you know. I feel bad for them that they had to listen to a helicopter.
Hard problem is if you have a very slight gradual descent at speed, you tend to get that whap, 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 flap. So if we just try and hold the altitude in, pass over them pretty quickly, and then we can start a descent when we get up to the pattern.
Okay.
What's your call going to be in a second?
Well, once we hit downwind, we'll say we're right downwind.
Yeah, you can even get one in earlier. If there's other possible conflicting traffic, you can say 1 mile to the south, going to drive right down.
glider, Kilo Sierra, half mile to the west, maneuvering to the left, downwind, 16, down.
So let's let him know we're 1 mile to the south at 4,000, inbound for right downwind.
Alright.
Bender helicopter 2 Lima Echo is 1 mile to the south at 4,000, inbound for right downwind for 16, Bender air traffic.
Good.
Is that a glider?
There's a glider.
Yeah.
So he has right away. So if we need to, we'll move out of the way of him.
Is he going for 16?
He's maneuvering, I think he said maneuvering for 16.
But I asked.
Or maybe I heard what I wanted to hear. Oh, well, he may be landing 3-4, but he's going to be coming, maybe he'll come round on this side, we'll see.
Okay.
If he needs us to, you know, we'll, like I said, we'll maneuver out of the way for him.
Traffic, glider, Kilo Sierra, midfield for left downwind, 16, down.
Okay, so he's going to be
Yeah, it's gonna. And then we have a helicopter on the runway.
Okay.
Which just took off. No, there it is. I see it. See it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Traffic, helicopter 3040 kills, clear of runway 16 at Bravo 5, Ben.
What's your altitude? Come back to 17 and 4,000.
Okay.
Checks and cool.
More lights. Top of green, 3rd green. Deal, sorry. Turn them off.
Alright, Bender helicopter 2 Lima Echo is on right downwind for 16, Bender traffic.
Up.
So if you check it, You gotta fix it.
Glider, Kilo Sierra, left base, 16, band. Landing launch.
So we want to be accelerated. What altitude? I thought 4,900 would.
Remember, we're 4,000 feet here for pattern altitude. Let's extend out over the crewman area.
Okay.
This guy, as I said, he gives preference for being a glider. He's also going to be ahead of us on the pattern for final.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works out. We've got maybe Alpha as an option because Bravo's been taken by one helicopter.
Okay.
Or we can circle, or we can go around.
How are we
See how
doing?
it works out.
Entry, auto entry.
Yeah, so hold 4,000.
Okay, holding 4,000.
He's going to be landing.
Air traffic, glider, Kilo Sierra, 1 mile final, 16, landing launch.
Are they beautiful? I think they're just
I'd love to do that.
Vendor in traffic, Sierra, 78 Kilo Delta is holding short for the glider on 16. 34, send.
Alright, he wants to take off the other way.
Alright, turn.
Yep, turning right base. Hold the altitude, we don't want to descend because we're going to do an auto entry.
Okay.
Okay, just say, let's see now, what options do we have? We do have Alpha. Alright, my controls?
Okay, your controls.
My controls, clear. Bend traffic, gotta go up to 2 Lima Echoes, turning right base to final, be simulate engine failure to Alpha taxiway, 16 direction bend. Lights are out. Top of the green. 3 in the green. Fuel is good.
Sky 326, Mike Echo, check.
4,000 feet minimum.
326 Mike Echo, you're loud and clear.
Winds favoring 16, maybe 34. Actually may have switched up a little bit. We'll see. Fingernails up.
Sky 326, Mike Echo
Hold on,
is taxiing
a little bit low.
16 via Alpha.
Yeah. Fingernails up.
From
Bring in the airspeed.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Mike Echo, we're going to, this is launching on 3-4, and we're going to do a glider.
Ice outside, our cyclic roll off and catch.
And then,
Now, come in and check now. RPM's building a little bit. Feel that, how we got heavy then? That was a drop.
okay.
Okay, we're going to be looking for 97 to 101.
Bend air traffic, glider, Kilo Sierra on the ground.
Up, down, drops 65. RPM stand down, back. There we go. RPM's still coming back. 65, 100 foot check, RPM's good. Still descending a little bit. We'll start a flare here. We're starting to watch the RPMs now. You see how they're spiking?
Yeah, so...
We're rolling on. Level the ship.
That was awesome.
Alright, well, what we want to do now is we want to try and work out how we can get on the go. Your controls. You got them?
My controls.
Alright, you got them. Let's know we can get on the go with all this other traffic going on here. Let's move up to this taxiway.
Okay.
I'm hoping there's an aircraft wants to take off 3-4. I think that we might have to wait for him. He's going to be sequenced out before us.
Traffic, Beach Sierra, 78 Kilo Delta is taking runway 34 for a straight out departure to...
What is that noise?
West.
It's just avionics interfering.
Clear 3-4 band.
Bend traffic, Helicopter 3040 Kilos, air taxiing on Bravo taxiway from Bravo 5 to Bravo 3.
Can we set it down before those lines?
Yeah, let's come up to this hold short line and let's say we're holding short at Alpha 5 for 16.
Okay.
Bend traffic, glider will be moving to position runway 34 at Alpha 1 behind the beach and station for tow.
Alright, let's hold up for a second. Just let them know we're holding short at Alpha 5.
And bend traffic, Pawnee 50 Lima moving out to position for a glider tow. And at Alpha 1, runway 34, bend
Come back, you get a little bit too close to that hold short line.
Bender Territory, Helicopter 2 Lima Echoes holding short at Alpha 5 for 16, Bender Territory.
Okay, well how about, while we're waiting, there's going to be a glider being put out and all sorts of things going on. Let's do some hover autos, yeah?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, my controls for a second?
Okay, your controls?
I got them, okay.
Bend traffic, Helicopter 3040 Kilo is crossing 3-4, Bravo 3 to Alpha 3, then.
Let's use this open area here. Clear your side?
Yeah, clear.
Alright, let's use this line for a reference, okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to do the first one.
Yep, I'll follow along.
You follow along. So well, the key thing to remember is we've been doing autos just before this, and autos we lower the collective. We're not going to lower the collective on this one, right?
Roll off.
And we'll do something to distinguish this. We'll call this an engine failure at hover.
Okay.
No word, no auto mentioned in there. Okay, so engine failure at hover.
Okay.
Usual checks: lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel good. Wind direction, light variable, but mostly out of the south right now. Fingernails wrapped up, and so it's going to be. I'll just talk you through what I'm going to do. It's going to be engine failure at
Alpha 2, we're
hover. 3, 2, 1. I'll roll off whilst putting right pedal in. I'll let it settle, and then I'll pull.
Okay.
And I'm using the cyclic to control any drift. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Engine failure at hover. 3, 2, 1. Roll off right pedal. Settle.
3040 kilo is going to touch down and make room for guy coming down Alpha taxi way.
Your controls.
Yeah, my control.
Thanks for the helicopter. Delta, we're taxiing northbound via Alpha to the fuel dump.
Okay, fuel dump's going to be before us, so that's fine. A little bit of forward movement. If you're going to have any movement, that's what we'll have, is a little bit of forward. That's more acceptable. We don't want any backwards movement, and we really don't want any sideways movement. And when you roll, remember to roll into the detent, because otherwise, as we pull up, the correlator is going to introduce torque as it opens the throttle.
Alright. Alright, we're on the south, south the green. 3 the green, fuel, carb teeth, left, center, right. Alright, we're lifting off. Okay. Good?
Good.
Okay.
Secondary traffic, 25 limit, departing runway 34, bend, glider in tow, right dog leg, left crosswind departure, bend traffic.
That's quick.
Whoa. Slow it down a little bit. We weren't quite centered on the controls there.
Thought I was.
So come back over to the line. Now, the movement of the cyclic's going to be very small. If you're making big movements, we're going to lose all the lift and come down harder, plus you're going to have to overcorrect as it swings underneath.
Alright.
So just get ourselves into established hover, fingernails up.
Okay.
Count me down for an engine failure at hover whenever you're ready.
Okay. So I'm going to throttle off, settle.
Right pedal as you roll off, because you're going to reduce the torque.
Okay, settle and pull up.
Okay, alright.
Alright. Hover auto in 3, 2, 1, roll off.
Slow now. Okay. So what happened there?
I don't know.
A little bit more on the right pedal, okay? Let's just do an experiment here. Let me show you something. My controls.
Send a helicopter 2 Lima Echo, say intentions.
What?
Hey, you want to say intentions? Helicopter 2 Lima Echo, we're just practicing engine failures down here. If you guys want to get out, we'll come in after you, get out after you.
Alright, yeah, I'm at your 3 o'clock. Go ahead and taxi up to runway 34, it looks like.
Copy that, we'll get out of the way.
Alright, 326 Mike Echo, taking off 34.
Out of the way. Still clear?
Yep. So, what did happen?
Just too slow on the throttle roll.
And opening glider, left cross off of 34, 4005.
So he wants to go up to 3-4, so we'll move forward a little bit further out of his way. How many?
And thanks, Lima Echo.
How many rotor discs distance does the downwash potentially affect?
That would be 2.5.
I think if in the aim it says 3, about 3 discs. Yeah.
3. Okay.
I'm just not quite sure what people are using 3-4. It's still favoring 1-6 for the wind, but let's come back up there. I want to do a little experiment. We won't do a hover auto this time. We're just going to do some throttle manipulation and pedal work.
Okay.
So we'll just get light on the skids. Let's bring it down to a little hover here. I'll put it down for a second. So I'm going to just get us light on the skids. Okay. With a little bit of movement. There you go. Now I'm going to wrap my fingernails up, and I'm going to roll the throttle off, and I want to just make sure that I get the amount of torque correction with the pedals, okay?
Okay.
So rolling throttle off with right pedal correction in 3, 2, 1.
Bravo 4, glider ground, remember.
That's what we're looking for, okay? So your controls,
release
lower the collective all the way for you. Get us low on the skids. Make sure we're centered, we're not drifting anywhere. Roll the throttle off, control the yaw with the right pedal. You'll know if you've got too much or too little because we'll spin. Okay. And you don't have to worry about pulling collective. Do not pull collective. We're just roll off and right pedal, okay? And you can do it slower, right? You don't have to yank it off. While we're learning this, you can do a slower hover auto entry.
Alright, so I'll get light on the skids here.
Then traffic, Sky 326 Mike Echo is departing to the northeast at 4,000 feet and climbing, Ben.
Okay, I'll get all the movement out. I'll hold us there. Now just do a little bit of left pedal, right pedal.
You want to try somewhere else?
Just check that we got light enough that you can move with the pedals.
Okay.
Good. Okay, now, fingernails up.
Fingernails up.
All you're going to do is roll the throttle off at whatever speed you like, but you're going to put in enough right pedal to keep our heading. So keep your eyes outside, maybe 100 feet out.
Alright.
When you're ready, roll the pedal up, roll the throttle off and right pedal.
Alright, rolling out for 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we weren't quite there, were we? So lower the collective a little bit. Roll on back on, let's get back up there. I want you to put in enough so that we don't make any yaw.
Okay, alright.
Yeah?
Sliders
This
away.
time,
Appreciate it, Brad. Thanks a lot.
do it a little bit slower, maybe half
good
the
luck.
speed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, we're on the south, south of green, 3 deal, Garvey. Here we go.
Join 5006 on the dial.
Roger.
Hello, Walter.
Sounds good, and the time was about, 12:42 or
So get us straightened up to start with. Maybe a little bit of a right pedal once we're on light. Feels like we're probably light enough to do a little bit of pedal work if we need to. Get us nice and straight. A little bit left pedal, just get us lined up with this line.
Okay.
Alright, fingernails up so you can only roll one way.
Alright.
Now this time, roll off a bit slower.
Okay.
But you're still going to roll all the way off. You're not going to move the collective up or down. You're going to roll all the way off. Enough right pedal to hold it.
Rolling 3 northwest, turning out of 5003. We'll be setting up for 45 left traffic, runway 34 bend.
Okay. Alright, let's try that in a hover auto. Same amount of speed. Maybe a little bit more on the pedal, but you'll see it because you're doing a slower roll, and so you'll have more time to.
That might help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get one good one in here.
And small cyclic movements.
Yep. Okay, we're on the south, south of green, 3 green steel, car beats, left, center, right, above me. Here we go.
And after this, we'll head back. We're getting light on fuel.
Okay.
Bend traffic, Pony 50 Lima's on about a 1 mile 45. Runway 34 bend, 5000.
Bend traffic, Sky 326 Mike Echo is 8 miles to the east, departing to the east at 5,300 last call.
See, hold on, what am I doing?
Control the movement just there. You go. Don't dance around light on the skids. Once you get light on the skids, either fix any movement or come up. Or actually, fix any movement and come up.
There you go.
That's better.
Bend traffic, Pony 50 Lima, midfield, left downwind, 34
So remember, fingernails up.
Okay.
You're going to roll off at the same speed you did the last one. You're going to put the right pedal in as required to hold the heading.
Okay.
Any movement left or right is going to be controlled with the cyclic, and we do not want to go backwards.
Right.
And as we start approaching the ground, you're going to start pulling the collective up. Make sure you roll all the way off before we start pulling the collective up, though, okay?
Okay. Alright, you're with me here?
I'm with you.
Alright. Alright, we're on the south, south of green, 3 steel, car beats. Okay, there you go.
Hook him up 1
Bend
foot more.
traffic, helicopter 515, Tango Hotels, departing midfield, crossing the runway.
Okay, hold it there. So, talk me through engine failure at a hover.
Hey, with it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to roll off. I'm going to correct, settle, and pull up.
Correct. Yep, and make sure you roll all the way off before you pull up, otherwise you'll overspeed the engine.
Alright.
Bend traffic, Pony left base, 34 bend.
Alright. Hover outer.
No, engine failure at hover.
Okay, right, sorry. Engine failure at hover. 3, 2, 1. Go left.
Hello, collective. It's hard. It's hard. Just didn't get enough right pedaling. Let me show you one more, but we'll have to call it. But I want to show you one more on the slow version, okay? Like controls. And this is a hard maneuver for a lot of people. This is one of the harder things that they have to do in a helicopter, and some people, even at CFI level, struggle with having a perfect or hover auto or engine failure. Lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel is good. Well, actually, no, fuel isn't good, so we're going to head back after this one.
Okay.
Light on the skids. What maybe also we'll do next time is maybe we'll try and do it when we're moving forward ever so slightly. Maybe that'll be a bit easier for you. Tail clear your side?
Yep.
Just want to check behind us to make sure we're not holding up anyone without a radio. Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm going to try and do this a little bit slower on the roll off, alright?
Okay. Alright.
Fingernails are up, so I can only roll one way. Engine failure at hover in 3, 2, 1. Rolling off. Didn't get enough right pedal in, but...
Skylane 63, departing runway 34.
Looks easy.
Yeah, really good.
Out to the right. Heading
Center controls. Controlling the RPMs as they roll up. Top of the green. Okay, your controls.
Alright, my controls. Alright, now coach me here as I lift off, because once I get to that light point, that's where I struggle. You know?
Once you get light, you fix everything so we're not moving. Then come up, and we might roll over a little bit, that's fine.
Okay.
And then just come up.
Alright.
Very small movements.
Fuel carbide. Here we go.
Left pedal, left pedal. Half cycling a little bit maybe. Whatever you do to just get it, there you go. That's better. Alright, make a call. We are air taxiing from Alpha 5 back to leading it, or back to the helicopter box.
Air taxiing?
Yeah.
From Alpha 5.
Yep.
Okay. Bender traffic, helicopter 2 lead Macos to be air taxiing from Alpha 5 to leading edge pad, Bender traffic.
Okay, so we've done air taxi quick stops before with you?
Yep.
Okay, so bring it into an air taxi.
Okay.
Bender traffic 076 Manor Charlie Delta, departing runway 34, departing traffic in sight.
Come up. Come off cyclic. Otherwise we're going to run out of taxiway before we get there. Okay, try and hold 40 and 40.
Traffic helicopter 807 Lima.
So remember, when we do a quick stop, no throttle manipulation, it's just going to be half cyclic lower collective right pedal,
Okay.
and then reverse.
Okay.
Come down a little bit, come center line a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, ready, and quick stop. Half cyclic, lower collective, right pedal. Okay, I'm just pull powering because we're just settling. So we didn't get enough of a kind of flare up, but don't worry, just keep us walking, slowly walking us down, keep us in line with the direction we're heading. No worries, we were a little bit rushed because we had to get back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that at all, we'll work on that one. So come in, let's go in directly to this side. Come down to hover a little bit more. Lower it down. So we're clear, we'll move straight up to that far box. We'll cut through these 3 and then we'll make a right pedal turn.
What's the wind doing?
Light and variable still, so.
Okay.
Come along into the box though.
This one?
Come into this box and then move along.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
This is an outline, it's not a taxi line. So we're in the box now, and we're just moving up to our spot over these spots.
Okay. This one?
Not this one, next one.
Okay.
It looks like everything's lined up to go to the right, so we'll do the same. I think the winds are shifting into the north for the afternoon.
Okay.
So bring it over our spot, clear the tail, make a right pedal turn.
Your side clear?
It is clear, yeah.
Traffic helicopter 807 Lima Echo is 4 miles to the northeast, inbound at 3,900 feet. Bend. And Bender traffic, there's Minor Charlie Delta.
Actually, you know what?
Direct to shoot, leave an area.
My controls?
Your controls?
This has actually got to go away.
Back to your
Clear your side?
Yep.
Roger, got you in sight, thanks.
And Bender traffic, there's Minor Charlie Delta, climbing through 4,400.
We're going to put it over where we're going to put it away.
Hey James, how you doing? Brad here.
Very good, Brad, how are you?
Good to hear you.
Bend traffic, helicopter 5 2 Lima Echo, repositioning in the boxes to the south, and helicopter box is spent.
Can I still set it down?
Say again?
Can I still set it down once we get over there?
Bravo 4, glider ground, your intention?
Well, I'm down at pattern altitude. I'm hoping to find something here on the downwind.
Okay, ASK will hold, wait to see what happens with you. 807 Lima Echo is right downwind runway 34.
Okay, rolling down, watching the RPMs.
Charlie Delta Cirrus, we're on the ground, taxiing via Alpha for 34, we're number 3 on the taxiway.
There we go. Friction's coming on, clock's already started on the 12. You got full controls, if you want to just roll it up a little bit. You got full controls, just roll it up a little bit.